Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please silence all electronic devices at this time. Please welcome the honored platform party. It gives me great pleasure to present to you the West Virginia State University Faculty of the College of Arts and Humanities. The College of Business and Social Sciences, the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, and the College of Professional Studies. Executive Committee of the National Alumni Association. Ladies and gentlemen, the flags of the nations represented in WVSU's student body will now be presented. Continue standing for the Class of December 2018, led by Ms. Tracy West-McCombs, Interim Director of Registration and Records. the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the invocation. The colors will be presented by the West Virginia State University, United States Army ROTC Color Guard. The invocation will be given by our commencement speaker, the Reverend Ronald English.
May we bow. We gather today in celebration as we give thanks to you, the creator and sustainer of life, who overarches and undergirds our path with infinite love and boundless compassion. We thank you for this day as our hearts overflow with gratitude for the class of 2019. We thank you for this institution which has stood as a place of learning and illumination. We thank you for the dedication and determination of the administration, the faculty and staff, and their untiring effort toward excellence in building character and enlightening minds. Bless these graduates as they pursue their dreams, strengthen their resolve to give of their best to their chosen endeavor, and provide them with the courage to move beyond fear and doubt, with compassion for the least, the lost, and the left out. Bless all the family, friends, faculty, members, and supporters as we share in the joy of their accomplishments. To you be glory, honor, and praise for this moment of celebration. Amen.
Please be seated. My name is Dr. Kumara Jayasuriya. As Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, I am pleased to welcome you to the May 2019 commencement exercise for West Virginia State University. This is a day of great significance for our graduates, their families, and friends. Let me begin by introducing the members of the Platform Party. I ask that the members of the Platform Party please stand as I announce your name. Please hold your applause until I present all members. Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins, President of West Virginia State University. Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Gurman, Professor of Military Science. Stage Marshal Dr. Walter Stroop, Professor of Criminal Justice. Dr. Frank Vaughn, Faculty Representative to the Board of Governors. Mr. James Buchanan, Staff Representative to the Board of Governors. Ms. Gail Pitchford, Member of the Board of Governors. Dr. Denia Thomas, Chief of Staff. Dr. Orlando McMeans, Vice President for Research and Public Service. Ms. Patricia Schumann, Vice President for University Advancement. Mrs. Christy Williams, Interim Vice President for Business and Finance. Dr. Yvette Underdumer, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs. Mr. Nate Burden, Director of Athletics. Mr. William Lipscomb, Chair of the Board of Governors. The Reverend Ronald English, Commencement Speaker. Dr. Ann Brothers-Smith, Member of the Board of Governors. Dr. Lateef Safo, President of the West Virginia State University National Alumni Association. Dr. Paige Carney, Dean of the College of Professional Studies. Dr. Naveed Zaman, Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Professor Deborah Williams, Interim Dean of the College of Business and Social Sciences. Professor Joshua Martin, Associate Professor and Chair of the Department of Art. Stage Marshal Ms. Leanne Davidson, Assistant Professor and the Chair of Criminal Justice Department. Ms. Denise Johnson, Registrar Staff. Ms. Wendy Taylor, Registrar Staff. Ms. Tracy West McCombs, Interim Director of Registration and Records. And seated with the graduating class, Ms. Bajan Sewall, Student Representative to the Board of Governors. Please join me in welcoming the Platform Party. At this time, I invite the Chair of the WVSU Board of Governors, Mr. William W. Lipscomb, to provide greetings on behalf of the WVSU Board of Governors.
Good morning. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to my friend, President Jenkins, members of the Board of Governors, the faculty, staff, all of the friends and family gathered here today. And most importantly, to you, the graduates, congratulations. As I prepare to pass this baton as chair of the Board of Governors, it has been truly an honor for me to serve my alma mater in this way. Thank you for the opportunity. Graduates, you are graduating from a pretty unique and amazing place. When I think about State and the incredible people whose roots are here, the leadership they represent in academic, religious, civic, sports, medical, and business, leaders who rose above challenges and tough situations and overwhelming odds to not only succeed and thrive, but to ultimately change the world. Graduates, you are now among the greatest leaders in the world. think about your challenges and tough times. You overcame, and now you are here. That's your legacy, the mark that you are leaving now, and your next step to go on to do greater is an inspiration. You did it. Your charge is simply to decide where you will head and pursue it. When I think about our legacy as Yellow Jackets, I am reminded of a poem my mother used to recite. But before I give you this poem, as I was leaving the house this morning, my grandson told me, and he said the young people will understand. So what he told me was the internet is still undefeated. Well, I didn't know who he was talking about. I thought it was a professional athlete whose name was the internet. He said, no, Grandpa, it's the internet is still undefeated. So I thought he read this poem. It's titled, The Postage Stamp. There was a little postage stamp, no bigger than your thumb, but still it stuck right to the job until the work was done. They licked it, they pounded it, till it would make you sick, and the more it took a licking, the better it would stick. Let's all be like the postage stamp in playing life's rough game, and just keep on a sticking, though we hang our heads in shame. The stamp stuck to the letter till it saw it safely through. There's no one can do it better. Let's keep sticking and be true. Remember who you are. Yellow Jacket legacy, destined to change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Lipscomb. Reverend Ronald English answered the call to ministry at the historic Ebenezer Baptist in Atlanta, where he served as assistant minister to Dr. Martin Luther King Sr. and Jr., and offered the prayer at the funeral of Dr. King. He is a graduate of Morehouse College and the Morehouse School of Religion at the Interdenominational Theological Center. Reverend English served for 21 years as pastor of the First Baptist Church of Charleston, West Virginia. He was instrumental in the formation of the Religious Coalition for Community Renewal. Reverend English is a celebrated writer and teacher, having written essays and editorial on race relations, as well as serving as instructor of course at several West Virginia universities, including our own West Virginia State. He has moderated and produced public affairs programs for commercial and public television and is featured in the documentary Blood on the Mountain, currently running on Netflix, which was nominated for an Emmy in 2019. To deliver our commencement address, please welcome the Reverend Ronald English.
To President Jenkins and to the members of the faculty staff at West Virginia State University, it is my pleasure to greet you, and particularly the class of 2019. In fact, I'm going to ask that the class of 2019 would repeat after me or would give yourself the opportunity of greeting each other. I'm going to ask that you would look at somebody to your right or to your left, look them straight in the eye, and just tell them, you know what? I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we all are here. Amen. Now, look at somebody else and tell them, look them straight in the eye again and tell them, I'm good, you're good, it's all good right now. Thank you very much. West Virginia State University was founded as a HBCU in an era in which the challenges of contrary winds fortified and ignited the determination of this faculty, staff, and students to achieve educational excellence worthy of recognition in this state, in this nation, and particularly in this community. But other recognition has come only to light recently. One is a colorful mural that stands at the Yeager Airport in the baggage area that pays attention to the Tuskegee Airmen and the West Virginia military. And another mural is coming that particularly gives note to the role of West Virginia State College in initiating the aviation program for African American flyers in combat mission in World War II, and particularly the Tuskegee Airmen. But that training started on this campus. Also, the recognition of the unveiling of the statue of Dr. Katherine Johnson, one of the celebrated hidden figures from the formative years of the NASA program, attracted well and deserved but long overdue recognition. Such events present a significant shift from the unrecognition to overdue recognition for this institution. But the commencement celebration, when it falls on the Saturday before Mother's Day, it is the best gift a mother could receive, as well as those who have attended the nurturing work of motherhood. Graduates will be recognized to receive your diploma. Some of you will be recognized for particular achievements here. And yes, a few of you have already prepared your body language expression for the exuberance that will come right after you have the diploma in your hands. But what if this celebration of commencement provides an opportunity for another quality of recognition, and that is self-recognition? What if it provided a way for you to stand up and recognize yourself? During my tenure at First Baptist Church, they were always trying to encourage youth to speak in order to get rid of their fear for speaking before an audience. And one young man was given the task of recognizing the visitors, but he was filling in for somebody who didn't show up, and so he was very nervous about recognizing visitors, and so he flipped through the cards as best as he could and pronounced the names as best as he could, and then at the end of that, he said, if I have missed anybody in recognizing the visitors, won't you stand up and recognize yourself? Stand up and recognize yourself. And that's the theme of what I want to share with you in these few moments. For recognizing yourself is not about abusing the power of personal privilege or go on some ego tripping. Rather, it serves as a community, as an instrument for self-awareness in this moment, which pivots between the dregs of the past and the dreams of the future. And so right here and right now, I invite you to leverage the power of presence to savor the magnificence of this moment, to commence your journey towards self-recognition. Discovering who you really are is a lifelong quest, but it's worth the effort because it is a gift that keeps on giving. Every moment is a gift from God. That's why they call it the present. And so for the time left, I want to present 3 conditions that need to be met in terms of authentically receiving this gift and recognizing yourself. First of all, to stand up and recognize yourself means standing in the right posture. The forerunner to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery was a preacher by the name of Vernon Johns, who went from the First Baptist Church pulpit of Charleston to Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. Vernon Johns was a legendary preacher in his own time, but he had a favorite phrase that I recall. He said that when a man stands erect in the world, only the bottom of his feet touch the ground. The rest of him is mingled with the stars and communing with the everlasting. We invite you to understand that as you stand in this world erect, you will embrace the horizontal and the vertical dimensions of life. On the horizontal dimension, you will stand to recognize others, and when you do so, that directly impacts the gift of recognizing yourself. Standing erect in the world embraces the vertical dimension of life because it means that you stretch beyond the barriers of the limits of your upward reach. You are grounded on earth, but you are grabbing for the stars. Secondly, to stand erect in the world means that you are using and energizing resources to find a way of creatively responding to life's interruptions. Murphy's Law: no matter how well we plan, how much attention we give to details, there is a random element in the universe that will show up to mess up our best made plans and mess us up in the process. Stuff happens. Or as our elders used to say, it just bees that way. So how does standing up to recognize yourself enable you to recover from life's interruptions? Glad you asked. Because that provides an opportunity to share a story that I shared with the faculty and friends at the funeral of a beloved member of this faculty, Dr. Charlotte Giles. The Grammy Award winner and Pulitzer Prize recipient, trumpeter Wynton Marsalis, was playing an intimate gig in the Village Vanguard of New York. And just as he was really getting down into the improvisation of a tune by Duke Ellington called Take the A-Train, he was interrupted by a cell phone that went off in the audience. But he responded to this interruption not by leaving the stage, but by taking the tune of the cell phone that went off and blending and weaving his improvisation into that very tune. And then at the end of it, his genius to improvise on the spot, transformed that setback into a comeback that brought the house down. Our lives are constantly interrupted by persistent interruptions. Interruptions that can become tools for testing our capacity to be creative in the moment and transform setbacks to comebacks. Finally, to stand to recognize yourself is to access freedom from that tyranny of your internal critic, which roams around in the realms of the unconscious. Our internal critic exercises the power of executive privilege to run our lives under the hush and harmonies of our higher angels of our nature. Our internal critic is a shapeshifter, skilled in the art of seduction, who patrols with the allies of shame and guilt, the corridors of our inner lives, basically to keep us in check. Our internal critic is skilled in speaking through voices that we were taught to honor and respect as role models. Today, I follow another alumnus of Morehouse College who gave the commencement address last year. I came primarily because my oldest daughter, Rondalyn, was receiving her second degree from here, but I was surprised to find the name of Ted McDaniel listed as the featured speaker. Ted and I had heard the words from our president, Dr. Benjamin Mays, at Morehouse every year as he gave the charge to the class Morehouse puts a crown above your head that you may one day grow tall enough to wear. For a long time, I gave unquestioned consent to that charge until I was awakened by an awareness that aroused an alternate insight into its meaning. I asked myself, when and how would I know when I have arrived at a place worthy of wearing the crown? Then by whose standard and by what success will it be measured? Posing these questions open a way for amazing and liberating insight into the meaning of that phrase. The quest to attain a crown above your head means that the standard of value is always somewhere outside of yourself. It comes from something on the outside working on the inside. Therefore, your sense of achievement is always to meet that standard on the outside. But the reality is that the place of coronation is based on an illusion that if you work hard enough to prove yourself worthy of your place on this planet, then you can grow tall enough to wear a crown in some public platform. Now, if you have decided that that is what you want to do to play the game of life, I invite you to go forward with vigor and vitality, and may the force be with you. But if the motive for personal fulfillment is not determined by something on the outside working on the inside, but something on the inside working on the outside, then in the final analysis, the choice is yours on which voice you will hear. And so I conclude with the wisdom and warning of this blank verse poem that I believe is worthy of your attention. It simply says, be under no illusion. You will gather unto yourself the images of the things you love, and as you go and grow, the lights, the shapes, the shadows of the things you prefer will come to you as bees to the hive. And in your mind and spirit, they will leave that distilled essence as sweet as honey or as bitter as gall. As men see the color in the waves, so shall men see in you the images of the things you prefer, and out of your mind and spirit the years will speak. You will not sit, nor stand, nor move, nor will your hand move, except it betray the one you serve, and the image thereof will be written on your brow. Cleverness may and skillful words cast a veil about you, but you will not be hid. For that face of yours, which once lay smooth like an unwritten page in this baby crib, will take on lines and more lines like the parchment of an old historian who jealously sets down all of the story, and in it will grow the inscribed narrative of your mental habits, the emotions of your heart, your sense of conscience, your response to duty, what you think of yourself, your fellow man, and your God. Yes, they will all be there, but we become like that which we love, and the image thereof is written on your brow. Stand up and recognize yourself, for it is the gift that keeps on giving.
Reverend English, thank you for those inspiring words.
Thank you, Provost. Reverend English, thank you. Those inspiring words, I'm sure will motivate our graduates to continue their journey and do great things. If you would join me at the podium. Thank you. In recognition of your lifelong dedication and commitment and outstanding public service, it is my pleasure to present to you this presidential citation. We're going to step around and get some photos right around here.
The WVSU Concert Choir will now perform My Home Among the Hills under the direction of Dr. Dirk Johnson. All graduates of West Virginia State University are special in their own way. On this occasion, it is particularly appropriate that we recognize those students who are special for their academic achievement. Those students who are wearing gold honor codes have distinguished themselves during their academic career and are worthy of such recognition. Please note on page 8 of your program. Those students who are members of honor societies. To be eligible for membership in a university honor society, the student must have earned 30 hours towards his or her degree and must have met that society's specific requirement for eligibility. Honor Society students, congratulations for your commitment to academic excellence. And we thank you for the national and international recognition that you bring to West Virginia State University by your membership in these societies. Members are identified by wearing pins and sashes representative of their society. I also call your attention to those students whose academic performance is reflected in their cumulative grade point averages. Bachelor's degree candidates who have attained cumulative grade point averages of between 3.25 and 3.49 will graduate cum laude. Students who have attained cumulative grade point averages between 3.5 and 3.74 will graduate magna cum laude. Students who have attained cumulative grade point averages of 3.75 and above will graduate summa cum laude. We also recognize students graduating with a second bachelor's degree who have completed at least 30 hours beyond the first degree and who have attended grade point averages of 3.5 and above in these additional hours. They will graduate with distinction. Please join me in applauding these students for their academic achievements.
Will all master degree candidates please stand? Provost Jaisaria, on behalf of the university faculty, it is my honor to recommend these candidates for the Master of Arts, the Master of Public Administration, and the Master of Science degrees.
Thank you, Dean Carney. I shall recommend these candidates to President Jenkins. President Jenkins, on behalf of the faculty of West Virginia State University, I have the honor of presenting these candidates for their prospective degrees. They have completed the prescribed and elected courses as outlined by the faculty and are recommended for the appropriate degrees.
Provost Jaisaria, by the authority vested in me by the West Virginia State University Board of Governors, I hereby formally confer upon each degree candidate, together and with their fellows in absentia, who have been certified by the faculty as having successfully completed the prescribed requirements for the Master of Arts, the Master of Public Administration, and the Master of Science degree for which they are eligible. Accordingly, you are invested with all the privileges, the responsibilities, and appropriate to those of your respective degree. And at this moment, you become alumni of West Virginia State University. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. You may be seated.
Will all bachelor's degree candidates please stand? Provost Jaisaria, on behalf of the university faculty, it is my honor to recommend these candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree and the Bachelor of Science degree.
Thank you, Dean Williams. I shall recommend these candidates to President Jenkins. President Jenkins, on behalf of the faculty of West Virginia State University, I have the honor of presenting these candidates for their prospective degrees. They have completed the prescribed and elected courses as outlined by the faculty and are recommended for the appropriate degrees.
Provost Jazzaria, by the authority vested in me by the West Virginia State University Board of Governors, as president, I hereby formally confer upon each of these degree candidates, together and with their fellows in absentia, who have been certified by our faculty as having successfully completed the prescribed requirements, the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor's of Science degree for which they are eligible. Accordingly, graduates, you are invested with all the privileges and responsibilities appropriate to those degrees. And at this time, you become alumni of West Virginia State University. At this time, it is customary that you move your tassel from right to left to signify that you have earned your bachelor's degree. Congratulations. Let's hear it for these graduates. Congratulations. You may be seated.
The appropriate graduates, please stand and follow your marshals as we now begin to confer degrees on each individual graduate.
College of Business and Social Sciences, Master of Public Administration, Samantha Renee Loudon. College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, Master of Science in Biotechnology, Tolupe Ekemoju. Tosin Enemofe Akinsepe. You. Shatiz Dekal. College of Professional Studies, Master of Education in Instructional Leadership, Michael William Black. Benjamin Michael Fuller. Edgar Daniel Kramer Harbert. Justin David Hersman. Caitlin Miranda King. Donald Andrew Linger. Carrie Markovich Lowe. Kristen Lynn Williams. Master of Science in Criminal Justice Administration, Jordan Hagens. Jermaine Hunt. Kimberly June Moffitt. Shane Madison Shamblin. Amy Day Thomas. Christopher Elliott Thompson. Jill Robin Thompson. Mallory Noel Woods. College of Arts and Humanities, Bachelor of Arts in Art, Winifred Lynn Casto. Christopher Michael Moynihan, cum laude. Zachary Robert Douglas Stamper. Gilbert Joshua Vega. Bachelor of Arts in English, Elizabeth Ann Carrier. Hannah Elizabeth Garenser. Nicholas Jack Ingram. Keisha Doble Wright. Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Daniel Travis Means. Elizabeth Danielle Warner. Daniel Levi Adamczak, magna laude. Stevie Lee Adamczak, cum laude. Christopher Knud Rasmussen. Michael Thomas Howard Swagger. Bachelor of Science in Communications, Matthew Henne Burnett. Noah Nathaniel Folks, cum laude. Kayla Danielle Holder, summa cum laude. Mar Lamadrid Call, summa cum laude. Charles Gerald Oakley. Amanda E. Rogers, magna cum laude. Bajan Aziz Sewell, summa cum laude. Eric Douglas Taylor, magna cum laude. Kevin Cody Walker. Angelica Maria Willis. Regents Bachelor of Arts, Nicholas Ansa, magna cum laude. Joshua Frank Barnett. David. Jacob David Bowman. Tamika Michelle Bryce. John Eric Courtney. Jerica L. Davis. Vonzel Jerome Groom. Jonathan Hewitt. Kyle Lee Jaskolski. Chris E. Kern. Matthew Tyler Mayo, magna cum laude. Do you have your card? Wendell Miller. Kimberly Ruth Murphy. Jamie Michelle Pell. Sharon Lynn Stackpole. Deborah Susan Starks. Daniel Jacob Ware. Tina Lynn White, magna cum laude. Hang on. Alfred Shelby Williams. College of Business and Social Sciences, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Aaron Alexander Moore. Bachelor of Arts in History, Alexander P. Bennett, two degrees, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Colangelo. Cal Parker Colangelo, magna cum laude, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Arts in History and Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Sarah Zell Christian, magna cum laude. Rachel Marie Harper. Gavin Hunter Nichols. Connor Lewis Slagle, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Raed Joseph Abdel Hadi, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Clark, magna cum laude. Michelle Lynn Derryberry.
Go, Rob. Lead the way.
Chantel Lynn Fearball. Zaina Lana Kali, magna cum laude. Lakin Elizabeth Keeney. Madeline Page McDermott. Jordan Nicole Schoolcraft. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Robert S. Branch. Roxanne Marie Draganowski. Moises Valcarcel. College of Business and Social Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Russell R. Akers III. Brandon Ball. Kelly Jo Bogus, magna cum laude. Rizzo Nino Brido. Gabriel Kip Brewer. Olivia Mackenzie Carnegie, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Bliss Cochran. Brian K. Conley, cum laude. Sable Cameron Cooper. Ethan Ray Cross, cum laude. Jalen Rashard Green. Cameron Chance Hornsby. What's your other one? Laura Christina Isby, summa cum laude, 2 degrees, also Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Douglas Allen King. Also receiving 2 degrees. Another one in Bachelor of Arts in Economics. James Evan Markham. Jonathan David Matascavage. Jason Blaine Poling Mitchell. Stacy Dawn Quillen. Elisha Elliott Shank. William Dale Siders, magna cum laude. Cynthia Nicole Smith, magna cum laude. Aylin. Kaylin Lamar Striggles. Xavier Tariq Walker. Vanessa Lynn Walton, magna cum laude. Sarah J. Ward, magna cum laude. College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Amne Farid Al-Khatrib. Bethany Christine Allred, cum laude. Matthew Allen Blackburn. Joshua Matthew Davidson. Adriana Marie Fleming, cum laude. Amber Marie Mellinger, also receiving a degree in criminal justice. Brooke Elizabeth Mollett. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Hunter Lee Aliff, magna cum laude. Edgar Ulises Lopez Torres, summa cum laude. Harley Faith Pauley. David Anthony Stone VI. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Austin Roger Francis. Justin Allen Graham. The degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science is being awarded posthumously today to Mr. Justin Graham. Justin was a valued student and member of the WVSU Yellow Jacket baseball team before his passing in April of 2018. Receiving the degree today on his behalf are his parents, Charles and Lydia Graham, and family. Jonathan Daniel Musselwhite, magna cum laude. Chaz Alexander Pittman. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Danford Pershing Snowden Smith, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Jamie N. Veranda, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. College of Professional Studies, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Alexander William Bobinger, with distinction. Christopher Ian Bogus, magna cum laude. Luke Landon Bowman, cum laude. Jamal Devon Brown. Seth Michael Berger. Nicholas M. Dalporto, cum laude. Diego Armando Damian Espinoza, cum laude. Morticia Alicia Diaz. James Micah Goff. Donovan Eugene James Grooms. Michael David Hancock. Tyrell Lamar Henderson. Chantel Catherine Hunter, magna cum laude. Patrick Johnson Ogwu. Caitlin Nicole Justice. Oh, okay. Brooks, okay. Roxana Marie Kennedy. Stephanie Renee Keys. Javon Linnell McLean, cum laude. Bethany Ann Neff, summa cum laude. Simone. Anna Simone Ross. Okay, thank you. Takaya Rashawn Smith. Joseph Levi Stoneman. Craig Allen Thomas. Jessica Elizabeth Tony, cum laude. Malik Jamal Treadwell. Bachelor of Science in Education, Haley Gail Barnett, summa cum laude. Christy Michelle Casto. Alana Christine Coleman, cum laude. Carly Jane Dye, cum laude. Rachel Nicole Fortune, magna cum laude. Jennifer Lauren Hersher, magna cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Jenkins. Kylie Paige Jones, summa cum laude. Sarah Michelle Jones, cum laude. Jessica Lynn McCormick. We got your grade. Casey Marie Montgomery, cum laude. Martin Aloysius Nicolay, summa cum laude. Andrea Nicole Rankin, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Ramaka, cum laude. George Eugene Smith, magna cum laude. Kaylee John Smith, magna cum laude. Rush it. No. Wait. Oh, thank you. Cassie Rochelle Taylor. Christopher Edward Thayer, summa cum laude. Samantha Jordan Tully, summa cum laude. Raven Ray Withrow, magna cum laude. Brooke Alexandra Young, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Health Science, Renee Bailey. Kendall Bryant Martin, cum laude. Wantasia Kashe Spillman. Carmen L. Stein. Bachelor of Science in Social Work, Jacob Matthew Bounds. Sierra Danielle Bowman. Linda K. Carter, summa cum laude. Nicholas Michael Kogar. Alicia A. Duncan. Just wait. LaDonna Diane Gilpin. Angela Michelle Grayley. Tia Gravely, cum laude. Brittany Hannah Honaker. Sonia Renee Manriquez, magna cum laude. Megan May McCormick, cum laude. Vincent Maurice McCrae. Emily Dawn McNally, cum laude. Christina Alexis Moore, cum laude. Keisha Marie Neal. Kara Ann Nelson. Laamia Arlene Manley. Amber M. Perry. Natasha C. Reed, magna cum laude. Michelle L. Scarborough. Ashley Nicole Sharp, cum laude. Stephen Ernest Simmons. Ashley Dawn Smith, cum laude. Do you have your card? Do you have your card? No, it's Elizabeth K. Tarver. Okay. Elizabeth K. Tarver. Emily Page Taylor, summa cum laude. Alexis Brianna Walker, magna cum laude. Brandy Marie Woods. Kristen Dawn Wyatt Young. Bachelor of Science in Sports Studies, Joseph Lathan Good. Terrell Lee Lovejoy. McDonough. Ryan Casey McDonough. Kayla Christine McKnight.
Please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Gurman, West Virginia State University Professor of Military Science, who will commission a West Virginia State University ROTC cadet. As part of our commencement exercise, it is a tremendous honor to commission an outstanding Reserve Officer Training Corps cadet into the United States Army as a second lieutenant. Cadet Smith, post for commissioning. West Virginia State's ROTC program has commissioned over 900 officers into the United States Army. 15 of those officers have achieved the rank of general. Cadet Smith is a mathematics and computer science major, and he will be commissioning into the West Virginia Army National Guard as an ordnance officer. His father and girlfriend will be pinning on the gold second lieutenant bars.
You got a big applause, huh? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Danford Pershing Snowden Smith,
Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
and
that I bear true faith
that I bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or for purpose of evasion,
or for purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and I will well
and faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office
of
which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the newest officer of the United States Army, Lieutenant Danford Smith. Face that way. The first salute is an Army tradition during which newly commissioned second lieutenants present a silver dollar to the first enlisted soldier who salutes him or her. Some historians suggest that this tradition originated during the colonial era. New officers were assigned an enlisted advisor who showed them the ropes. Lieutenants compensated their enlisted advisor with a small sum of money. American second lieutenants in 1816 received $25 monthly base pay and $1 for their enlisted advisor. While the advisor's pay was eventually discontinued, the responsibility for mentoring the newly commissioned officer continued. By tradition, the silver dollar is the only coin given in exchange for the first salute. While the coin is $1 in denomination, it represents a far greater value. It represents both the respect found in one's newly earned rank and position, and also the deep gratitude for the mentorship imparted by the enlisted advisor. The silver in a true silver dollar represents the fidelity to a standard. As such, this coin will be a store of value for both through its intrinsic value as a precious metal, but also as a part in American history. Today, Second Lieutenant Smith will return his first salute to Master Sergeant Benjamin Lewis, Senior Military Instructor of West Virginia State Army University, ROTC. On behalf of Second Lieutenant Smith, the Yellow Jacket Battalion, and the United States Army, we thank both West Virginia State University and everyone here today for your participation in today's commissioning ceremony. Thank you.
I now call to the podium Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins, the 11th President of West Virginia State University, for his remarks to the graduates.
So good afternoon. How's everyone doing? I said, how's everyone doing? Before I begin my brief remarks, I just want to take a moment. We have, over the last year, we've lost some yellow jackets, some students, faculty, staff, and alumni. And so I'm asking you to join me for a moment of silence for those yellow jackets who have now become eternal yellow jackets. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Let me also start by saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. No, wait a minute. Let me try that again. I didn't say Father's Day. I'm talking about the most powerful influence on the planet. Happy Mother's Day. Let's recognize the mother. And I know that she's home watching me on streaming, so I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. I love you, Mom. All right. So let me also acknowledge our wonderful West Virginia State University Board of Governors who are with us, our distinguished guests, our faculty, our administrators, our staff, and we have a special group, our alumni, the leaders of our National Alumni Association, and the president, Dr. Sephora. Stand up, give them a round of applause. Stand up so you all can be recognized. All right. But most importantly, let's acknowledge the class of 2019. Let's give them a round of applause. Job well done, graduates. Job well done. Let's also give Reverend Ronald English another round of applause for your commencement speech. Thank you very much. You know, this is always one of my favorite times of the year, a time when we witness immeasurable joy, great pride, and profound accomplishments. Graduates, you have been working towards this goal for some time. And regardless of where you started or the challenges that you face, today you are a college graduate and we applaud you for your hard work. Each of you graduates, you have the responsibility to live up to the expectations of the legacy of our forebearers, those who have sacrificed so you could be seated here today. As I look at you scholars, I see not only the results of your own ambitions, but the culmination of years of sacrifice from parents, loved ones, siblings, partners, and family members who supported you unconditionally along your way. So I want you to get on your feet, graduates, and thank all of them for their support in helping you arrive to this point in your life. And graduates, remain standing, because there's another group of individuals that I also want you to thank, because if not for them, some of you wouldn't be here, because I know that many of you graduated magna cum laude, but a lot of you graduated thank you laude. So I want you to thank our amazing faculty. Let's make sure that we thank our faculty for providing you a quality education. Thank you, faculty, for all you do. Now you can have a seat. Graduates, today is yet another milestone in your amazing journey. As you continue your journey, I want you to be the author of defining your own definition of success. As a university president, I'm often asked, what is the formula to success? That is a question that I've never been yet able to answer. But let me tell you what the formula is to failure, and that is trying to please everyone. As a graduate, you must make sure that you define your own definition of success. I challenge each of you to chart your own course because it is yours to travel alone. Graduates, you are at a time where you are starting to reflect on how far you've come. Today, you find yourself at the crossroads between joy and, for some, a little sadness. See, you are in a place and at a time where you began to accept that you are exiting one phase of your life and you are entering another. As president of this exceptional university, I want to express my deep appreciation for every one of you. I want to thank you for enrolling at West Virginia State University. I want to thank you for earning your degree. Thank you for allowing our faculty and our staff to help you achieve your educational goals, to prepare you for the next phase of your remarkable life, a life that I challenge you to live to the fullest. Throughout your journey, you will always encounter naysayers and cynical people. But remember this, those who are successful do not get distracted by naysayers and cynical people. In fact, what you will find along your journey is that those who criticize you the most are those who are doing less than what you are doing. Rarely will those above you or those doing more criticize you for your efforts. I want you to embrace what life throws your way. Never use hardship and failure as a reason not to, but use it as a motivator to do. I challenge you to travel the roads less traveled. Go against the headwinds. Even when those around you don't appreciate your vision or the goals that you've set for yourself, don't become distracted. Embrace all that life has for you. It is up to you to make sure that your journey is what you want it to be. It will not always be successful. It will not always be glamorous. But the beauty of life is that you have the privilege to participate in it. And I challenge you to do so. As Yellow Jackets, when this commencement is over, I expect you to get busy changing the world. I challenge you not to accept the world as it is, but to fight for it the way you know it should be. Today, you join thousands of Yellow Jacket alumni, men and women who have been changing the world for 128 years. And now it is your turn. It is your turn to change the world in the sciences and education, the arts, business, law, sports, military service, whatever your path dictates. I want you to put it in motion. I want you to give it your all. I challenge you to always find a way or make one. See, that is the soul of a Yellow Jacket. Class of 2019, if you haven't realized, our country is changing. And you can no longer work, live, grow, and socialize in a vacuum. You have the privilege of inheriting the most diverse nation we've ever had. And therefore, I want you to challenge yourself to think differently and interact with people who look differently and come from different places. Continue to develop a compassion for all of humanity. I challenge you as Yellow Jackets to always want better, do better, be better, and live better. And know that nothing you do in your life will be more profound than your example. So this is what I ask of you on this joyous day. I leave you with this. Know that today is not the end, rather it is the beginning. Give back to your alma mater. Be better tomorrow than you are today. Along your journey, laugh more than you cry. Never doubt your purpose. Give more than you take. cherish your loved ones, love yourself, and know that I want you to live the best life you can live. And regardless of where you end up, it started at State. Thank you very much. God bless you. And go State.
Thank you, President Jenkins. It's my pleasure to recognize our honored guests. Will the following individuals please stand and be recognized? The family of President Anthony L. Jenkins, including First Lady Toinette Jenkins and First Daughters Ashley and Alicia. The family of our speaker, the Reverend Ronald English. The family of posthumous degree awardee, Mr. Justin Graham. Mr. Mark Pendleton, Chair of the West Virginia State University Foundation Board of Directors. And my wife, Salmini Jayasuriya, and son, Dylan Jayasuriya. Now, please welcome Dr. Lateef Safour, President of the West Virginia State University National Alumni Association, for the Alumni Pledge.
It is my honor to welcome these graduates of West Virginia State University alumni family. I encourage you to stay connected with West Virginia State University and to support and participate in the many exciting and worthwhile alumni and university activities in which we are currently involved and have planned for the future. I am pleased to inform you that your first year's membership in the West Virginia State National Alumni Association is free. However, please remember, as you grow in your professional careers, it was West Virginia State University that supported and provided you with the needed education and experience to develop and excel. Alumni chapters are active throughout the United States. A listing of chapters will be communicated to each of you, and I encourage you to become active members. I now ask all of the alumni of West Virginia State, including our newest graduates, to stand for the Alumni Pledge, and please remain standing for the singing of the alma mater found on the last page of your program. Alumni, please repeat after me. To join hands with other alumni in perpetuating the ideals of West Virginia State, nurturing its growth and promoting its programs, to serve with honor in my chosen profession, and to make myself a symbol of the best traditions of West Virginia State. This is my commission and my challenge. Everyone, please stand for the singing of the alma mater, led by Mrs. Natalie Armstrong. Ms. Armstrong will be accompanied on the piano by Associate Professor Brenda Vanderperg. Please remain standing at the end of the alma mater for the benediction by Reverend Ronald English.
There is a place we love so dear, its name will ever
Please join hands for the benediction. The world stands out on either side, no wider than the heart is wide. Above the world is stretched the sky, no higher than the soul is high. May the empowering presence of God's Holy Spirit rule your thoughts, guide your feet, and control your lives, now, henceforth, and forevermore. Amen.
Graduates, faculty, and platform party, please remain standing. Family members and guests, please be seated for the recessional.